Very good evening to Sports Night. I'm Damien Best. Well, goal difference separates current leaders BDF Sports Program and Weymouth Wales in the Digicel BFA Premier League standings. Playing last evening at the BFA Willie AstroTurf, BDF hammered Waterford Compton to move to 16 points, the same as Wales, who eased past Notre Dame. Now, earlier defending champions UB Blackbirds in Paradise played to a 0-0 draw. BFA Premier League, Waterford Compton in orange versus BDF Sports Program. BDF with a healthy lead up 2-0. The goals in the 9th and 11th minutes via Shaquille Boyce. 36th minute now, O'Mani Leacock, while he slides in number 3. The Soldiers in fine form at the moment. Second half business, Compton get an early break. The cross, well read by the keeper, then the defenders, well, they arrive in the nick of time to deny the goal. 49th minute now, gaining possession in the midfield. BDF tormenting the back 3. Onside, and it's Leacock with his second. Keeper had no chance. It's now 4-0. 3 minutes later, Compton, playing with a ridiculously high back line, would pay the price. The keeper tried to thwart the effort, but Leacock, right place, right time. A freebie and his hat-trick as well. It's 5-0. 66th minute, more carnage. Somebody forgot to lock the back door. The Carlo Gemment with free admission. This is back to school stuff. That makes it 6-0 to BDF. Then late in the piece, 83rd minute, the final nail in the coffin. Long searching ball by the keeper, and Shaquille Boyce plucks it out the air and goes to work. That's his hat-trick and a 7-0 hammering comprehensive victory over Compton. Second game, it only took 1 goal to decide it. Weymouth Wales in green collecting 3 points against Notre Dame. Aidan Holligan in the 63rd minute would eventually score despite an excellent effort by the keeper. Wales with 3 points in the bag as well. Exciting stuff. Well, England completed a 2-wicket win over WICB Presidents 11 in their second ODI warm-up match in St Kitts today. Now, batting first, the home team made a modest but competitive 233 all-out in 48 overs, with Jamar Hamilton top scoring with 79 and Rakeem Cornwall 59. Ben Stokes and Chris Wokes took 3 wickets each. England responded with 234 for 8 in 48.5, with Johnny Bairstow leading the charge with 86 and Wokes 47. The first ODI between the West Indies and England is set to bowl off on Friday at the North Sound Ground in Antigua. The Barbados Badminton Junior Championships came to a close over the weekend, and the winners have been crowned. Yesterday at the BCC Gym, the Under-15, Under-17 and Under-19s finals were contested. Sean Green takes a look at some of the action.
The evening of finals got started with the boys Under-15 final between Dominic Scanterbury in the blue and Russell Butcher, and it will be Scanterbury drawing first blood off a Butcher mistake. Butcher then applied the drop shot, leaving Scanterbury with no chance to reply. The game then picked up momentum. However, Butcher wasn't able to keep up with Scanterbury. Butcher, however, said, "No sir, I'm here to play," and responded with some masterful shots himself. But in the end, he was no match for Scanterbury, as he became the Under-15 singles champion, winning 21-16, 21-12. Boys Under-17 singles final between Kenny King in the yellow and James Aaron Gooding. And look at this shot from Gooding, leaving King with no chance. King found his feet going pound for pound with Gooding, and different angles causing Gooding to produce a mistake. Gooding replied shortly after with a jump slam. King just couldn't get his racket in order. King then took over, first with the overhead slam, then he showed his finesse. He then switched up the angle, going cross court to become the Under-17 champion, winning 21-7, 21-9. Girls Under-19 final now between Amanda Harewood in the black and pink and Crystal Clark. And Harewood went on the offensive early. Harewood's tactics were simple but effective as she controlled the tempo of the game. Clark didn't make it so easy for Harewood though, producing some diminutive shots, but Harewood was up for the challenge. Clark up against it, but wasn't interested in giving up. Look at the power in that shot. Then she found some confidence, replying to everything that Yearwood dished out, causing the mistake from Yearwood. However, Yearwood settled and resumed normal programming to be crowned champion, winning 21-8, 21-6. Up next was the boys under-19 singles final between Shea Martin in the white and Kashi Moore. Shot for shot it was for these two boys. More power though, but the reply from Moore was just outside. Moore then returns with the power, getting up and coming down hard. Moore proved to be the aggressor in this one with some powerful shots. So powerful that Martin lost his footing in this one. Martin then found his range and settled quite nicely. He also produces the shot which Moore had no reply to. Martin on the move once more and goes down the line with the slam. And in the end, Martin held on in a tough match, winning 21-12, 21-18 to be crowned the under-19 champion. Martin and Moore then turned out for the doubles. This is against Cody King and Gavin Robertson in the black and yellow. Martin and Moore, the two finalists, were favorites in this one, and they didn't disappoint. They brought their power and agility skills to the game. Robinson and King were no walkovers though. They were here to fight and to win. However, with the two finalists joined as one, they proved to be their main opposition, winning it at 23-21, 21-11. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks, Sean. Meanwhile, in the boys under-15 doubles, Dominic Scantlebury and Kevon Bailey were victorious over Dominic Jordan and Aya Kingy, 21-5, 21-10. Coming up, a peek at two of the horses ahead of Saturday's Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup.
You on the road early enough this morning?
Yeah, and I would have been earlier too if I had to wait so long for a bus.
Well, the thing I mean, always so good. From what you hear, the Ministry of Transport and Works collecting information now that will help them to improve the service.
Yeah, what are they doing?
They're doing a survey, a household travel survey, that will help them in planning to meet the needs of the traveling public.
Is it oil and white survey?
No, for now, they're starting with the Bridgetown area, stretching from Hollis Hill right across the rendezvous. Yeah. They're sending out what they call individual travel diaries to each household, right? Now, in these travel diaries, I have questions about the travel arrangements of every individual in the household on any particular day.
But how the ministry can get the information?
Well, you can post it online or send it by telephone. All the information is on the form.
So easy enough to me, Giggard.
Well, to me too. You just gotta hope that everybody cooperate.
Hey, did you catch season 1 of Out Loud? Well, backed by popular demand, you can tune in to special selected repeat episodes of CDC's hit evening magazine talk show. It's honest.
It would be the year I met my first boyfriend. He died to complications. I guess that tested my strength as well, because I'll be on stage performing, smiling, giving it my 125%, and come on stage and be thinking of him going, right. You gotta pull it back because, you know.
Thought-provoking.
Once you throw a stone or you release words from your mouth, you don't know where it will go.
And entertaining television. Weekdays, 6 p.m. on CBC TV 8 and stream live on cbc.bb. Don't be shy. Join us on TV 8 and get out loud.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Well, let home drums beat first as we take a look at the horses lining up for Saturday's prestigious Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup. CBC's Amory Burke will be at the Garrison Savannah for the entire week to give us all the details we need to know about the entrants. Now today, we get up close with Just a Fashion and Daunting David.
Is there ever a Gold Cup race that does not have representation from the Hopefield stables? Well, come to think of it, hardly ever. Sir David Steele is this year again vested in a chance at lifting the coveted Gold Cup with an entry that is no stranger to the big showpiece, Daunting David. This 6-year-old will be lining up in the island's marquee event for the 3rd time, and maybe this one will be the charm. He did take a chance in the Coolmore Stakes, the prep race for the Gold Cup, and he finished 4th, a commendable run considering he was coming off a virus. Liz Dean is again charged with training duties and admits that the race will not be an easy one. Competition will be stiff.
Well, of course, the Gold Cup is a tough race as long as the international horses are coming. And I mean, Mr. Ramsey's 2 horses are supposed to be quite good. Trinidad has a very couple interesting looking horses. One thing about Daunting, he's a trier. He ran 2nd in the Gold Cup year before last. He ran 5th last year. I think the highest of the Barbadian entrants. He'll be there. He'll try for sure. That's one thing I'm confident of.
What do you think of his form right now? Do you think that he is ready for Saturday as you would like him to be?
Yeah, well, 2 weeks ago he ran 2nd to the other stable horse, Marcus Antonius. We're kind of sorry we didn't pay the subs for him, but he hadn't run for 340 days, so we were kind of, not sure whether we should or shouldn't. But I was very happy with the way he ran on a hard track as well.
Now, this morning's warm-up, do you think that he showed, promise and he's where you want him to be right now?
Well, he's a happy horse, and that's the most important thing for him.
Daunting David will run out of post position 10 under the reins of Hopefield stable jockey, the very experienced Anderson Trotman. Another of the hometown horses getting into the gates on Saturday is Just a Fashion. Having settled the Coolmore, and sadly so having been champion for the past 2 years, it was the aim to be fresh for the Gold Cup. Prior to the Gold Cup, he has registered 2 wins, the last being on the Anson McCall race day, and like Daunting David, he was in the lineup for last year's Gold Cup. Making all the running on the outside of the field, post position 11, his good break will make him a fast starter. Champion trainer Victor Cheeseman has all faith in his 7-year-old charge, who's the tallest horse in Barbados, to make it a good running.
I got him peak the way how we would like to see him. He can do his last workout this morning, and I hope everything will go right.
Now, you took the option of not sitting out the Coolmore, which would have been the race you won last year. Why do that this year?
Well, we just take a chance and say, well, we're not going to put him in the Coolmore. We will come straight to the World Cup and see if everything will go in us favor.
Any niggling injuries or anything like that he would have been carrying?
Well, he has little injuries and things, but we work with that and get over that, and he's very good at the moment.
Any expectations for Saturday's race?
Well, I hope everything go right. I would like to get some luck on that day. The last World Cup we win 5 races, and I would looking to do the same thing again.
So Daunting David and Just a Fashion will be 2 of the horses flying the Bajan flag high in Saturday's Sandy Lane Gold Cup. Anne-Marie Burke, CBC Sports.
Well, thanks so much, Anne-Marie. Look forward for that. Some more of that tomorrow on Sports Night as well. Well, Victor Ludorum, Ryan Stewart's 21 points was vital in securing a win for Red House at Boscobel during their annual Inter-House Sports recently. Now, Red amassed 274 points ahead of Green with 231 and Yellow with 206. Janelle Mayers of Green got the victories with 19 points. Here's Sean Green.
Let's get started with the under 9 80 meters, and in the middle of the track, hot like a chili pepper, was Alicia Haynes of Red House. She was followed by Kezia Waldron, also of Red, and Sky Collins of Yellow. Under 9 boys, and Red was back again. The name is Johnny Griffith. He's in lane 4, and he completes his mission in style. Second was his teammate Samuel Griffith, while third was Ayana Edwards of Yellow. With 100 meters we go, and we start with the under 11 on the inside lane, lane 1. The green machine arrived. Her name was Michaela Stanford, and she's got 1 goal. That's the win. Under 11 boys, and Red was back by popular demand. This time it was on the outside. Rayon Stewart came to show his class and show that he was a touch above the others. He came home ahead of 2 Yellow House athletes, Demarian Bapp and Malik Bab. Under 13 girls, yep, the big girls, and look on the outside, Jania Mears of Green slamming the field. She showed that she was large and in charge. Yep, this race was all hers. Second was Nickel Jordan of yellow and Jasser Stanford of green in third. And to the big race, the under-13 boys, let's call them the big boys. And in the middle of the track, all you saw was red. Sean Toppin is his name. And he called in his competitors, but no one answered. Second was Joshua Payne of green and Kyle Jordan of yellow claimed the bronze. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Well, with West Indies and England set to renew their rivalry later this week in the ODI cricket arena, fan Anthony Brown says he's backing the Windies all the way, but they must play really good cricket in order to beat a strong England team. So let's hear Mr. Brown's 2 cents.
West Indies is my team, and West Indies back West Indies as usual. But we got to play good cricket in order to win. We just can't play foolish cricket and don't win. The team also, you got to also pick a proper team that I feel to win a series. We just can't pick teams that don't win series. And right now, the West Indies select just pick teams that don't win series. That's my opinion. But otherwise, the team, I feel the team should be a good team. We hold this is a young captain. But with Kieran Powell back in the side now, the openers is good with Craig Brathwaite. But in my opinion, Share Dorish shouldn't be squad, shouldn't be 13 because we already got Share with keeping. And the balancing team should be a good balance with Rodman Powell, along with Carlos Brathwaite.
And still to come, local T20 women's cricket. Well, hard-hitting West Indies women batter Deandra Doughton led the UWI Blackbirds to a massive 10-wicket victory over Pat Whitaker Pride in the Iris Walker Memorial Limited Overs competition of the weekend. Now sent into bat at Ellerton, the short-handed Pride, who fielded only 7 players, were restricted to 51 for a 6 from 13.5 overs. Shauna Evelyn led the Blackbirds bowling attack, taking 3 for 9 from 3. Now in reply, UWI got to the required total easily in just 5 overs, scoring 54 without loss. Player of the match Doughton smashed a quick 42 from 17, including 6 fours and 1 6. Opening partner Rochelle Griffith ended on 12. Deandra Doughton wasted no time at the crease, hitting the first delivery of the innings straight down the ground for 4. Her intentions were very clear, sweeping Xavier Byron Tony over mid-wicket this time for a massive 6. It was just too easy. Byron Tony getting her length wrong and is dispatched to the mid-wicket boundary, going for 18 runs in the over. Rochelle Griffith gets in on the action as well, pulling this long hop from Shantae Carrington over backward square for 4. The runs kept on flowing for Doughton. A powerfully struck ball misfield by the mid-off fielder. Another boundary. Doughton was finding the gaps easy as well, going quickly on the back foot and cutting away to third man. The very next ball, she hits Kaishana Knight to the mid-wicket boundary for 4 more. And with 2 runs needed for victory, Doughton advancing down the pitch and smashing the ball over deep square leg, ending the game in style. She finishes not out on 42 as the UWI Blackbirds win by 10 wickets. Well, Brathwaite's Construction and Crane Resort St. Catherine President Ulrich Batson believes that for cricket in Barbados to move to the next level, the elite division should become a semi-professional league. Now, this comes amidst the St. Catherine Club hosting an awards ceremony for their 2016 championship season. Batson believes that all clubs should consider following their example, and for that, we'll give him tonight's extra time.
Really is a celebration of the elite division champions. We would have won the competition against all odds, so we feel it necessary to reward our cricketers. Really and truly, cricketers every season pay money to play cricket for our clubs, and it is a sacrifice year in, year out. So we want to use it as a template for all the other clubs to to reward their cricketers and see the sacrifice that these guys make every weekend.
So, alright, what do you think it will take to make the standard of our domestic cricket better?
I think eventually we have to look at getting the cricket towards a semi-professional league. It cannot be the BC alone. Corporate Barbados has to get involved. And I've played cricket in Trinidad, and their competition, really and truly, the talent is not better than it is in Barbados. What they have above us is organization and structure, and their corporate people get involved in terms of sponsorship. So cricketers are paid, and it's actually work for the cricketers, so they take it a lot more seriously than we do here. I mean, not to say that we don't take it seriously here, because the cricket in Barbados is very competitive, because people have a lot of club pride at stake. But I think to get to that level, we need to make it semi-professional.
So here's what to expect in the world of sports tomorrow. Queen's College will have their sports day at the National Stadium. Start time 10 o'clock in the morning. And in the evening, the action serves off at the Silver Hill hard courts for the tournament, the road tennis tournament there. So you can catch that one as well. Well, that's us for Monday, but join us tomorrow for another night in sports. I'm Damien Best. Goodbye.